Welcome to Frywall Fridays. Today we're making Camarones al Mojo de Ajo, shrimp with garlic sauce. Now the headline goes to the shrimp, but in my opinion the real star here is the garlic sauce. And the good news is this recipe will leave you with a good 3/4 cup of it to use on anything from eggs to other proteins to a salad dressing. Let's get started. For our ingredients, we have a pound of shrimp. These have already been peeled and deveined. And then for the sauce, there is a cup of extra virgin olive oil, 2 heads of garlic, good size heads, but not elephant garlic. We have a can of chipotles in adobo sauce. We're just going to use 2 of the chipotles from here. And we're also going to use 1 lime, the juice of 1 lime. The other limes and the cilantro here are going to be used at the end as a finishing touch. I'll start by separating the cloves from the head. This is pretty easy. Just kind of tear these apart. And next, the most time-consuming part of the recipe is really peeling all the cloves. I still like the old-fashioned way, which is trimming off the end, give it a little smash with a knife, and then the peel comes right off. Taking this whole batch down will take probably 3 or 4 minutes. Next, I'm going to roughly chop the garlic. This is not a fine mince. You want some of the pieces to actually stay pretty chunky. These are going to go into our little simmering pot. To that, I'm going to add a cup of extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to put this over medium heat and then monitor the flame carefully because we don't want this to get too hot. As soon as you see little bubbles starting to come up, turn down the heat a little bit. We want this to stew slowly for about half an hour. We don't want the garlic to actually fry up, just to slowly stew until it's golden brown. While the garlic is stewing, we'll get our other ingredients ready. We're going to chop up some cilantro. Next, we're going to squeeze 1 lime. And finally, we're going to just de-seed our 2 chipotles and slice them thinly. The garlic has been stewing for half an hour over a very low heat. The garlic at this point has no resistance, it's completely cooked. We're going to add our lime juice and cook it for another 5 minutes to let the lime juice absorb. I'm now going to add the chipotles and about half a teaspoon of salt. I'll give that a taste, but that should be perfect. If it needs a little more salt, you can do that. We're ready to fry up the shrimp. I have my cast iron skillet heating up on medium-high, and I'm going to add about 1.5 tablespoons of the oil, without any of the garlic or the chilies in it. And I'm going to fry up the camarones. They're only going to take about 4 or 5 minutes, and when they are done, I'm going to just quickly add the cilantro and a couple tablespoons of the garlic and chiles without any of the oil. Give it a quick turn and they're going to be done. These are ready to plate. Now you can use these camarones to make tacos or over rice, but we're going to have them today as just an appetizer. And put here a few on a plate. I love the way that you can make the mojo sauce ahead of time and then just serve these things or fry them up at the last minute. And you have this really kind of fresh a la minute preparation, which takes just a couple of minutes. We have that. I'm going to put a little lime here to squeeze on top, and then a little bit more for cilantro leaves for freshness. And there you have it. A really lovely appetizer when you have friends coming over, hopefully more often this spring. Enjoy!